So the Nintendo Switch is starting to get more games lined up to hold us over until the next batch of Nintendo Switch games that will be at the big Nintendo Direct, the full Nintendo Direct. Smaller games and third party aside, we do have some pretty cool games coming up. According to the software schedule for the Nintendo Switch, we have Peach Showtime, which is going to come out really soon. We have, of course, Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door, which I cannot wait for. Luigi's Mansion HD, which costs $60 and something that a lot of people don't like. Let me know what you guys think about that price tag for Luigi's Mansion HD 2 for $60. Personally, I do agree with them. I think $60 for a 3DS remaster is too much. If it was like $40, maybe even $50, though $50, even that is stretching it too much. I think $40 would have been a better price tag. We also have Pokemon Legends ZA as well, while Metroid Prime is still waiting for some kind of update. Come on, Nintendo, what are you doing with Metroid Prime? Come on, tell us some news on this game. We haven't heard anything from it, which is kind of disappointing, to be honest, because I'm really excited for this game. But while we wait for that, we do have some Nintendo news for Mario Day, with the first bit of news being Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. This is what Nintendo has to say on their official website. Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door is unfolding soon. On May 23rd, travel alongside Mario and his irreplaceable companions through a paper world as you unlock the mystery of the Thousand Year Door. The witty and whimsical RPG arrives on the Nintendo Switch 20 years after its original debut on the Nintendo GameCube. The revamped version features enhanced graphics as well as new gameplay features. That's kind of interesting. I wonder what new gameplay features they're putting in there. I actually didn't know that before reading this. Pre-orders are now available on the Nintendo eShop and on Nintendo.com. And we do have an official look at the box art and it just looks fantastic. I'm getting it physical. I'm not getting it digital. I want physical. I want it on the Nintendo Switch. I want to pop that cartridge in and play Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. I prefer physical ever since I almost lost my entire account on not only PlayStation, but also on EA. Well, it was Origin, but that is EA. You guys get my point. And the next bit of news is Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. It says Luigi's Mansion 2 HD opens doors, help Luigi retrieve the missing shards of the Dark Moon scattered across several distinct haunted mansions, each with their own puzzles to solve and ghosts to capture. On June 27th, use your superpowered ghost hunting tool, the Poltergeist 5000 or Poltergust 5000, to suck up ghosts and window curtains and blow air to search every nook and cranny of the chilling yet charming mansion. The spooky fun adventure Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, originally released on the Nintendo 3DS system as Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, arrives in a visually enhanced HD on the Nintendo Switch system. Pre-orders are now available on the Nintendo eShop and Nintendo.com. Now, this is something that a lot of people are talking about, the price specifically on this game. It costs $60 US, and I can see where they have a problem with this. This is a 3DS game. It's not even a GameCube game, unlike something like Metroid Prime Remastered, which received a giant, huge overhaul compared to this 3DS game. I'm not saying that it didn't receive any kind of overhaul or increased graphics or anything like that, but I mean, let's be honest, it's not as big as even Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. I mean, when you look at comparisons with that game to the original release on the GameCube, there is quite a difference. And I'm kind of on that side of the conversation that maybe $60 is too much. I think $40 would have been a better price point, but who knows, maybe there's something that we don't know about the game yet that makes it worth that price. Probably not, but I guess we'll see. And moving on, we have some Nintendo Switch Online service news as well when it comes to Mario Day. So on March 12th, we're going to be able to play 3 classic Mario games on the Nintendo Switch Online service. So we have Dr. Mario, Mario Golf, and Mario Tennis. All of those will be added to the Nintendo Switch Online service on March 12th, so you'll be able to play those games. I've actually never played Mario Golf or Mario Tennis. It's like one of those games that I kind of just skipped over and never really played any of the games. Like, I'm talking about none of the Mario Golf games and none of the Mario Tennis games. So maybe I'll check them out if they're worth checking out. Let me know if they're worth checking out in the comment section below. I've heard Mario Tennis specifically, or maybe it was Mario Golf, has like a really good story apparently, which I don't know how that's possible. I mean, it's tennis or golf, whichever one it was. So I don't see how a good story can come from that, but if there is, maybe I'll check it out. And they also showed off some more Legos for Super Mario. Now this is actually something kind of interesting. It's Mario Kart, so that's going to be really interesting on how they go about that, because we know that Nintendo, likes to do these weird things with their Legos like they did last time with the level Lego. So it's going to be interesting to see how they incorporate Mario Kart with Legos, if it's going to have maybe its own game, or maybe it's going to have some kind of ability to play I don't know. It's going to be weird. I mean, Nintendo is always weird. They always do these weird things with all the things they do, so it's going to be interesting to see what kind of creative thing they come up with. And they also have some more Nintendo Switch Online service news for us as well. This is what they say on their website. Double the fun for Nintendo Switch Online. Challenge friends and family to a classic NES, Super NES, Super NES, and Game Boy games with Nintendo Switch Online in honor of Mario Day. Nintendo is offering twice the fun with the Nintendo Switch Online 14-day free trial membership, typically $7, available now on March 17th on My Nintendo. This trial is also available for Nintendo Switch owners who have previously claimed a Nintendo Switch Online free trial, so everyone can join in on the fun. Keep that in mind. If you already had a free trial, you can also claim this as well and get some free days, so that's really great because that just saves you money in the long run. And like I said when I talked about this trial before, who doesn't like saving money, right? And we are saving the best for last. A new Mario movie, or at least according to their specific words, set in the Mario world. So it could be a new Mario movie, or it could be some kind of spin-off. Now, more than likely, it is a Mario movie because there was actually a leak from this movie already, which is kind of weird. It seems like a lot of things from Nintendo just leak out pretty easily. And, you know, the more I think about it, the more I wonder if they actually just have someone doing this on purpose so they can generate hype. Because, I mean, you gotta wonder, some things that were obviously leaked out, and Nintendo didn't really go after them. I mean, they went after the whole emulator thing and other people, but when full-on games are leaked out, not the actual games, but the news for the games, you guys know what I mean, they just don't do anything. It does kind of make me wonder. Yeah, I'm obviously not going to show the leak in this video. It was actually already taken down anyways, but it appears to be them in a sort of desert market, which does drum up a lot of conversation about Daisy being in the next Mario movie. That's the current speculation around that, which, funny enough, some of the concept art for the Mario movie does feature Daisy. The first Mario movie, not the new one. So Daisy does exist somewhere out there in that world. Whether it's part of a kingdom or it's going to be going through those pipes that transport you to a different world, we don't really know. Make sure you guys leave your speculation on that in the comment section below. How would you introduce Daisy into the new Mario world that Illumination has created? And real quick, guys, I want to mention that I will be covering the Peach demo. I'm going to make my thoughts video on it, but unfortunately I lost my USB 3.0 cord for my Elgato, which I used to capture gameplay, so that's a little extended past the original date it was supposed to be released. But yeah, that is coming. And moving on to the next piece of news, another emulator has closed its doors according to My Nintendo News. This is what they had to say about that. Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color emulator from Pizza Emulators has said it's closing its doors on on the Android emulator scene. Pizza Emulators has now removed the emulators from the Google Play Store on which they were hosted. So yeah, if you were looking for that on your Android device, they are not there anymore. And for people who have basically been living under a rock, it's because Nintendo went after Yuzu's creator, the Nintendo Switch emulator, for a $2.4 million settlement. This comes with the news that the emulator Citra, the 3DS emulator, is actually closed down as well. So a lot of them are probably looking at the $2.4 million and are like, yeah, we can't pay that. Let's just try to avoid that at all costs and just close it down just in case. Which kind of does suck for people who actually do the emulation the legal way, where they just rip their games off of their own cartridges and play it on these emulators. I mean, having that on your phone is probably really fantastic. And last but not least, we have the Famitsu hardware sales. The Nintendo Switch sold 62,531. That's actually pretty big, especially comparing to the PS5 and Xbox Series. I mean, the PS5 sold 48,067. Keep in mind that this is only in Japan. Keep that in mind. The Xbox Series X sold 2,351, and the PS4 sold 1,722. With the Nintendo Switch OLED model topping, that's responsible for 51,250 of those 62,531 Nintendo Switches. Funny enough, look at number 9 right here. New 2DS LL, including 2DS 13. Shout out to those people who are still buying the 3DS. Honestly, I do want to have a 3DS. I want to own a 3DS. I stupidly sold mine a while back. I shouldn't have did that. So I am currently looking for a 3DS that's not too expensive. Fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. But yeah, that's all the news we have for today. What do you guys think about this news? Are you going to get Luigi's Mansion HD for $60? Does that bother you, or does it not bother you? What do you think about Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door? Do you think it looks fantastic? Are you going to get day one? I'm going to get day one. Definitely. I'm also going to start streaming Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I don't know the time yet. I'll tweet it on my Twitter. Yeah, I said that right. I had to think for a second there. Well, it's not Twitter. I mean, I have Twitter up right now, and the website says twitter.com, so we're just going to call it Twitter. But you guys know it. But yeah, I'm going to start streaming Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for maybe like an hour or two. Just small at first, just to see how things go and figure out things, because anybody who's ever watched me stream the Nintendo Directs knows there's always one thing that goes wrong. Every time. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I gotta finish up this video because I do have work tomorrow. Apparently we're gonna be having a lot of work coming soon, so that's gonna be fun. We have a big job coming up. But yeah, I'll see you guys later.